Okay, so I'm going to walk through just a couple of examples for this worksheet for those of you that are still struggling with this concept. So let's look at the first example here. It's done for you, right? It says it's a synthesis reaction. So here I can see I have two things. This is like my A plus B, okay? And now I can see they're bonded together, AB. So that's a synthesis reaction. For my reactants and products, remember my reactants are always what I start with. My products are always what I end with. Okay, so all you're going to do is list them over in this column. Okay, let's look at the second one. I'm starting with one thing, and it's breaking apart into two things. Okay, so when that happens, it's decomposing. That's a decomposition reaction. My reactants is HGO, because that's what's on this side of the arrow. My products are on the right side of the arrow, so that's these right here. For the third reaction, I can see that I have one thing, okay, and then I have NaBr. When I look over here, I can see that this chlorine has actually replaced bromine. So because I have one element that's replacing, it's called a single replacement. And I'm just going to list my reactants just like I did before. These would be my reactants. These would be my products right here. Okay, in the fourth reaction, O2, CO2, H2O. Remember, anytime I have those three parts of my reaction, it's always going to be combustion. Okay? And again, same thing. You're just going to list your reactants and your products over on the right side. Okay? Those are never going to change. My reactants are always at the beginning. My products are always at the end. Down here, this last one I have starred, I can see I have two things and two things. Okay? And then when I look, I can see that they've actually swapped. I have some things that have swapped places, right? The Cl and the S have both swapped, the chlorine and the sulfur. So instead of CuCl, I have Cu and S. Okay, so because two things have swapped places, that's a double replacement. So you're going to work your way through the rest of these reactions. Make sure you say what type of reaction, and make sure you also list your reactants and your